to another spot. So you can see the next circle is already set up down there. So we run 2 circles, contiguous circles, and they just leapfrog circle to circle to circle. So they moved all up this bottom, and now they're just continuing right on up here. And you just encircle them, put it up an adjacent circle, and then you open up a throat, and the birds go, through the waist into the next circle.
What's going to follow? What's going to follow them?
What's going to follow the turkeys? There will be one more cow grazing here in October. So this will grow back. This will grow back during August and September and be grazed again in October. And the turkeys, of course, are dropping a lot of fertilizer that will make the grass grow better. Yeah. So it's a total synergistic, symbiotic relationship between the bird and the cow.
Ben?
Question? Yes.
You lost a couple of cows. Yeah. Turn the heat back on.
The opportunistic turkeys.
I don't know if
he's
going to follow him.
He must be a tea partier. Excuse me?
The winters.
The winters. What about the winters? We don't raise turkeys in the winter.
Eat them.
What we do is we raise them during the season like this, and then we freeze them, and that's how we have them in the. Most of them are gone by Christmas. And because of this system, several years ago we actually quit doing fresh turkeys for Thanksgiving, because we started getting into some teens there before Thanksgiving into November, and it just got too cold. It feels like we're going to be in teens tomorrow. We had, 55 this morning, 47 last week. It's been chilly here, the last few days. Interestingly, we try to then get all the turkeys done by the end of October, all right? So that they're not uncomfortable and we're not uncomfortable taking care of them, all right? The industry, just so you understand this, those of you who think, oh, we're not going to do a fresh turkey, the industry, according to, food regulations, they can sell fresh Thanksgiving turkeys that are 6 months old as long as they haven't gone below 29 degrees. It's called a soft freeze. It's called a soft freeze. And they can sell them as fresh turkeys 6 months of 29 degrees.
Oh my goodness.
So that's your fresh turkey at Kroger, for Thanksgiving. So we dress them and then hard freeze them immediately, thaw them for Christmas.
Okay? How do you get these posts in the ground?
How do you get the posts in the ground?
Yeah.
You just push them.
Just push them in. Okay.
Yeah, it's got a little spike on the bottom.
Oh, I see.
See? And you just push it in the ground. Now that said, there is a skill to putting up this fence. Okay, it looks simple, but there's a lot of skill in making it stand up straight, be tight, not be all crimpy and gimpy and flimsy. Yeah, but that just comes with practice. Before you can do something well, you must do it poorly first. Yes.
What prevents the turkeys from flying over the fence?
What prevents the turkeys from flying over the fence? They're too heavy to fly. Okay? And I could ditto the heritage breed on this. These are not heritage breed turkeys, but we can control them. We've actually done taste tests with heritage breeds. Our turkeys beat them because we can control them enough to give them new ground and fresh grass every couple of days. The heritage breeds, because they can't be controlled, they don't eat as much green material or get the same level of sanitation as these guys do. In fact, the largest heritage breed turkey producer in the world in Kansas has just gotten Slow Food to help him finance great big confinement factory houses for his heritage breed turkeys because he can't control them.
By control them, you mean herd them around?
But I mean, keep them from going onto the neighbor's place.
Because they fly.
They fly, yeah, that's one of the big problems. So when you talk to somebody raising heritage birds, how many you got? Oh, 10. Where do they stay? Well, they roost up in the trees at night. Well, that's okay, if you got 10 or 15 or 20. But when you start having 500 and they're all roosting in the yard trees every night, it becomes problematic, if you know what I mean. All right? I ran into a guy in Georgia. I did a conference down there, and he was doing some sort of heritage breed turkey down there. And when he did it, he had 50 of them, and they grow real slow. He had them for months and months. 1 week before Thanksgiving, he went out to feed them, and they were gone. They flew away, and they never found them.
Oh my!
All that money and time, and then they took off. So don't throw out the baby with the bathwater. There are some positives to genetics. These are not GMO. They're not, it's not GMO. It's just selection for a bird that again, these are like the broilers, but at least we can control them and give them fresh ground every few days. They actually eat more grass than if this was a bunch of heritage birds that were turned loose on here. Even if you could keep them, they would go over the same ground all the time because you can't control them.